Cybaritus, Callistria's divine scourge.
Part 2. Government. History of feudalism in Pitaxia. As recently as 100 years ago, Pitaxia was a sparsely inhabited frontier. Then pilgrims, nomads, outlaws, fugitives, and refugees moved in. Each group fled civilized society for their own reasons. These disparate groups of frontiersmen each formed their own independent towns. These towns never saw eye to eye and never unified under a common cause. The towns warred with each other incessantly. Eventually, the realm's lawlessness became too much for even these intrepid homesteaders. As a result, strongmen were allowed to impose order, and they forced a bastardized form of feudalism upon the realm. But it was a fledgling and tenuous feudalism. Peasant revolts and military coups were common. Few rulers were able to hold power for long. As a result, there are no storied dynasties or noble bloodlines in Pitaxia at this time. However, there is no shortage of warlords vying for power, wealth, and glory. In feudalism, the ruler owns all the land. The ruler leases land grants to his subjects. These land grants are called fiefs. The ruler's subjects can be divided into three groups: the military, the commoners, and the peasant farmers. In Pitaxia, the soldiers and knights of the military are called greaves, and there are several types of greaves. Commoners are free men, skilled laborers. In Pitaxia, commoners are called freeholders. Examples of freeholders are butchers, chandlers, cobblers, millers, tailors, woodcrafters, etc. Peasant farmers are semi-free men who cannot be sold or forced off their hereditary land, but neither are they free to leave it. In Pitaxia, peasant farmers are called serfs. In Pitaxian feudalism, there are three ranks of leaders. The burgomaster is the ruler of a city-state called a burgo. A burgo's central ruling city might look like this. It would have around 1,100 buildings. A landgrave is the ruler of a town called a fiefdom. A fiefdom might look like this. It would have around 330 buildings. An oathgrave is a ruler of a village called a large holding. A large holding might look like this. It would have around 65 buildings. Burgo. A burgo is a territory consisting of a central ruling city and its surrounding farms. A burgo's borders are shaped in a circle with a radius of 32 miles. Because farm produce will spoil over time, a farmer should travel no more than 2 days to reach market. A farmer's wagon can travel 16 miles a day, so 2 days of travel equals 32 miles. That's why a burgo's radius is 32 miles. There are 8 burgos in Pitaxia at this time: Lyusha, Pitax, Embershade, Miregate, Drelev, Thousand Voices, Halavara, Seven Sisters. A burgo's central ruling city has a population of 5,000 people. A burgo's surrounding farms and villages have a combined population of 55,000 people. A burgo has 25 fiefdoms, farming towns, with a population of 1,500 people each. A burgo has 50 large holdings, farming villages, with a population of 300 people each. A burgo has 50 thorps, tiny villages, with a population of 60 people each. A thorp might look like this. It would have around 14 buildings.